What's up, guys? I am back with another one. Today's hot topic. It's ice. It's everywhere. It's all around us. It's fucking crazy. No, but in all seriousness, immigrations has started a whole... My visor being a little cracked is a little too much. It's a little too much. Oh, before I get into it, it is, I think it said it's 21, feels like 11. So for all of you weather people out there, it's a little chilly, a little bit. I'll have to go get gas. I need gas. A whopping $3 in this thing, but yeah, so immigrations, they've started to come out in full force, stealing people from their home. But that's not what it is. You come into this country illegally and you try to stay, they will try to track you down and take you back to your country. Yeah, it's gonna suck. You're probably gonna stay in a holding center for a little bit. They're gonna try to make it so they deter you from coming back or doing it illegally again. But it is what it is. And the whole uproar right now is ICE killing 2 different people. Now, the first one, lady named Renee, I don't wish death upon anybody. Let's get that out in the air at this point. It sucks because what happened was she was in a car, there was an ICE agent in front of her car, and she took off. You know, maybe it was malicious intent, maybe it wasn't. Nobody really knows. Nobody will ever know because there's only one side of the story at this point. But there is the video camera footage. And, you know, what happens is from one angle it doesn't look like she hits him, and from another angle you see him friggin' jump out of the way of the front of the car, or try to, at least, as he was smacked, because there is a video where it shows him pretty much laying on the hood of the friggin' car. And what does he do? Tries to protect his own life, and he fires 4 shots. From what they've said, it's 4 shots now, not 3. In the video, it definitely sounds like 3, but I've seen news reports that it was 4 shots. Justified? It's a fine line, but yes, I think it was justified. Now the second one, a little bit of my background, you know, prior military, prior law enforcement. That's what I did in the military, was law enforcement. Went through a decent amount of training to know that when we're in groups, if somebody yells gun, people start shooting. You know, you draw down on the person you know had one. They know that this guy had one, this VA nurse. And what happened is they didn't realize that one of the other officers took it, and somebody, I think, mistaked something that this guy had in his hand for a gun. Somebody fired the first shot, and, well, the rest of the ICE officers laid down fire on the one person they knew that could possibly be a threat. And I guess, you know, the backstory of why it goes down like that is they're just trying to go home. It's like everybody else. And the one thing you shouldn't do at a protest or a riot of any sort is bring a weapon with you. Now, people say Kyle Rittenhouse this, Kyle Rittenhouse was asked to protect a business, and while doing so, people threatened his life. Kyle Rittenhouse is a different story. Kyle Rittenhouse is not ICE. Alright? So do we see it as it sucks? Most normal people in this world? Yes, it does suck. 2 lives were lost, and 2 lives didn't have to be, you know, gone because of the situation they put themselves in. If they just weren't in that situation, nothing would have happened. You know, I don't bring my wife or my kids to places that I know something could go down. And that's a big reason for it. I don't even put myself in those situations. Maybe every once in a while I was in the military doing the job, we came across situations like that, but no, I never offed anybody, all right? So let's put it at that. Definitely drawn down on people, and it just is what it is. I gotta get gas. I gotta get gas. No. That is nice. Do I put 93 in this? I sure do. Because it's got a ping if I don't. A whopping $4. So where was I? Oh, ICE. It was a touchy subject, or it is a touchy subject in this country at this point. Now, with that being said, I don't really give a fuck. I support what they're doing. It's illegal immigration that they're going after. The one problem that I have is the misinformation portion of it, which is like people just saying that they're doing random shit. So at my daughter's school, the Spanish teacher, for some reason, said that, you know, they wanted to do an ICE stuff with ICE Day, right? And I'm not getting this completely right. My daughter is the one that told me about this. But they had kids sitting in a circle talking about how, you know, the current policies and Donald Trump and all them, it makes them feel, and how ICE is arresting everybody and coming for children. And the reason why I know that this is something that was said to her, because we don't talk about this stuff with her other than if she's got questions, we answer them to the truest of the true, as true as we could possibly answer them, which is the subject of ICE arresting a 5-year-old. Now, this was in the news not too long ago, and ICE didn't arrest a fucking 5-year-old, all right? They took him because they arrested his father. What else would they do? Would they just leave this 5-year-old to run the streets? I don't think so. So they have to do something with the 5-year-old, which means that the 5-year-old is going with the father. Sucks, I get it, but that just happens. And that's what happens if you do things and you break the law. 100% of the time, your kids are affected by it. So yeah, this was in school. They had them making, you know, anti-ICE posters out of computer paper, and they separated kids on ones that wanted to do it and other ones that didn't want to do it. And yeah, maybe some people can argue that, oh, well, at least they gave them the option. Well, yeah, but you're still separating kids that know better, and then the other ones are looking at them like, well, how come you aren't doing it, right? So this is just the 12-year-old brain. So you got to think about how that works and what these little kids probably thought of each other after that. And it's just messed up. So I posted a whole thing on Facebook, and we'll see where that goes. But you know, I'm not playing these games where these teachers can just say and do whatever they want and push their policies and their politics onto our kids. I don't even think that's the parents' job. We raise our kids to know what's right from wrong. And if they've got questions, we kind of just answer the questions. But nobody's force-feeding them anything about politics. My son thinks it's funny to say Trump. I love Trump. He thinks it's funny, but I mean, he doesn't understand, and we get that, right? They could change their whole mindset at some point in time, and you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to give up on my kids because of a fucking somebody who's president. Like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. So we don't do that shit in my house. I'm fogging right in the middle, dude. Can't see anything. It's really going to suck as if it turns to ice. Let's not get foggy here. So yeah, that's where, you know, I stand with this ice stuff. It is what it is. It's gonna happen whether you like it or not. No amount of people standing with signs is gonna change what the government's doing. And I hope you understand that. If you're this far into this video and you support either side or the side that is doing the protesting, that no matter how much protesting you do, it's not gonna change. Nothing's gonna happen. You know, they're just going to keep on doing what they want to do. In my eyes, if they're doing it the right way, if you're illegal, you're illegal. I don't care if you're a criminal, and I don't care if you're just Joe Blow hanging out, working. And that sucks. But it is what it is. I had a good friend from Brazil that, did everything right, paid all of his taxes, probably paid more taxes than anybody I ever fucking knew, right? And he was here on a green card, right? Am I talking about this right? I think it was just a green card, and he was going to his appointments, meeting with people, making sure that everybody knew that he was doing it right, waiting on his citizenship. And come to find out, his immigration lawyer wasn't sending the paperwork where it needed to be. And one of his last appointments, he walks in, there's two ICE officers. They arrest him, they take him to jail. He sits in jail. I think he was in there for 3 months. I went and saw him, and then he got deported back to Brazil. He's not from Mexico, he was from Brazil. So they're doing it to everybody. And in the end, I mean, the guy said, yeah, it sucks, dude, but you know, it's on me. I should have been the one. I should have double checked everything. I should have made sure that everything was going where it needed to be. And you know, he was married, had a kid out here, and he ends up having to go back to Brazil for 3 years. I want to say it was 3 years. And then from there, he came back. He started the process all over again, and now he's a U.S. citizen. Lives with his wife and kid down in Florida. I work with guys from all over the world in this tech industry stuff, right? And they are super smart, and it's funny to see their thought process, because you know, the Indians, I don't talk to them too often. I'm not like, I don't work with them directly, but I work with two guys from Ghana, Africa, and they are in the United States legally. They did the whole process. I mean, what they do is do it right. Now they don't have to worry about it. The people are, my eye is so itchy. But the process is there. It's doable. There's people that I know that have done it. And when they look at these illegals, they say, well, I did it the right way. Why can't they do it the right way? And this is coming from people that are from a different country. You know, so it's not what you see in the news where everybody's so upset. All of these immigrants are so upset. Well, we're all fucking immigrants, all right? Other than the Native Americans in this country, we all immigrated from fucking somewhere. You're not just from the United States. There's no fucking way. Your ancestors are from somewhere else. So if they're arresting all the immigrants, I mean, fuck it, take me, dude. I'm going back to England, I guess. That's where I was born. But you guys, it's fucking crazy. You guys are all, it's nuts. The ones that are losing it over ICE, it's just nuts. It's just plain stupidity. But going back to the Spanish class and my daughter, I posted about this, and people, you know, either agree with me that it shouldn't be taught in schools, or they disagree with me and say that it's a part of the culture. But if you're the one that's saying that ICE is a part of the Hispanic culture, people that speak Spanish, which is a lot of different countries. I don't know if you guys fucking know this, but if they're targeting just people from Spanish-speaking countries, that's one thing, I guess, but that's still not a part of their fucking culture. These people try to, like, they try to talk it up like this is it's a cultural experience. Like, no, it's not, dude. And you're walking a fucking thin line there, being fucking racist. And they hate to hear it, but it's so fucking true. You were walking a very, very thin line of stereotyping Hispanic people, right? Like, it's just mind-blowing. But I don't fucking know, dude. I have no idea. People look at me on days like this on this bike. Well, number one, I look like a fucking gorilla fucking a grapefruit right now, right? It's just he's a tiny little guy. And if you guys don't know this, I was gonna get off somewhere and show you the bike. This is not the CB1000. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not. The CB1000 is nice and warm in the garage. This is my Z125, heated grips. Fuck yeah. And yeah, this is what I take out when the roads look like this. Salt shit everywhere. And ice. Ice. They're coming to get me. No, they're not, because I'm not illegal. But if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, please. Just fucking subscribe, dude. I'm so over not gaining any followers. Tell your friends, tell your family if they like content. They like to just watch random bullshit. People talk about stuff they have no idea what they're talking about. That's me. And I will see you in the next one.